Hey everybody, welcome to our Friday stream. I'm back at the desk. I'm going to get this thing off my desk. I'm going to get this thing done. I started this drawing about, I don't know, a month ago?
Give or take.
Something like that, almost a month ago.
A year ago.
Yeah, I started this drawing last year. So I want to get it off my desk. So I've got my reference. This is a photo of a leopard that Dustin photographed when we were in Africa on our last trip to Kenya in the Masai Mara. There it is there. And I'm using that as reference for this big drawing. I wanted to do some big drawing with my Bimoji brush pen.
It's huge.
It's huge, folks. My big Bimoji brush pen right here. But we got some great announcements today. We're really excited. We've been working on this one announcement. We've been working on this for months now. And we've had to keep it quiet, but now we are official. I've been kind of leaking it out, but now we actually have a landing page. And that is on May 23rd and 24th, this coming May 23rd and 24th, we are doing a live 2-day animation seminar. It's called Animated, the art of bringing stories to life. And we are going to be doing one stage at the Ebel Theater in Los Angeles, one stage for 2 days, where we're going to talk about animation from concept all the way through the making of and distribution. So we're going to have people talking about how they write their stories. We're going to have executives talking about what they look for when they want to distribute pictures. And we're going to have everybody in between, producers, directors, production people, all kinds of stuff. And we've got so many people lined up. Some of them we can't announce yet, but if you go to our website, creatureartteacher.com/live, you're going to get all the information. Like I said, this is a 2-day event. This is in person. Now, I know a lot of you're going to be outside the country and you're going to ask, hey, are you going to live stream this? No. At this point, it's not something we're doing. This is strictly live. We might be doing something down the road for other events, but for right now, this is our first. This is kind of a test, and depending on how well it does, we'll determine whether or not we do more. So, but I'm very, very excited about this. Nick and I have been planning this for a long time. I feel like there's a hole that needed to be filled for specifically animated filmmaking. There's a lot of seminars out there. There's a lot of conferences out there that deal with art and things like that. But there's nothing out there that really focuses on animated filmmaking and the entire process in a multi-day thing. And the other thing I want to emphasize is that this is going to be one stage. So there's not going to be you coming in and having to pick between this lecture and that lecture or that demo or that demo. You're going to get to watch all of it. It's all one stage. It's all linear from beginning to end, and it's 2 full days. So we're very, very excited about this. So like I said, go on over to creatureartteacher.com/live and go check it out, because this is going to be great. And the lineup that we've got is incredible. So we've got Byron Howard, who's just directed Zootopia 2, 2-time Oscar winner. We've got Ron Clements, John Musker. We've got Tom Bancroft, Tony Bancroft. We've got John Roche of incredible Foley fame. If you guys are familiar with Foley work, which is the sound that is added to create the environment, John he's a legend. He worked on E.T., he worked on Back to the Future, he worked on Brother Bear, and he also worked on Snow Bear. We're also going to be covering everything from big studio films, like Zootopia 2, like Byron Howard from Zootopia 2, all the way to small independent films. I'll be talking about Snow Bear, and a lot of films in between, big studios, small studios, independent studios. It's going to be really cool. We really want to fill out the lineup and really give you guys your money's worth and have you walk away not just with the knowledge of, you know, how we make animated films, but the drive to want to go out and make animated films, because that's what it's really all about. I want to prove to the world that human-made animated films are still alive and well, whether you're doing CG, hand-drawn, whatever it might be. That human-made element is still alive and well, because there's so many people that are thinking AI's taking over this and that. Well, I want to prove to you that it's not. And we're gonna do this seminar, and it's gonna happen. So I hope you guys can join us. Once again, that's on May 23rd and 24th. I've been so excited to announce this. And in Los Angeles at the Wilshire Ebel Theater. I keep saying it wrong. It's the Wilshire Ebel Theater. It's a beautiful two-tiered theater, seats 1,200 people, a beautiful big stage. And like I said, it's going to be a single stage, one person after another, or conferences. We're going to have panels. We're going to have demonstrations. We're going to have lectures. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. And like I said, everything from pre-production, development, pre-production, production, all the way into post-production. And like I said, we'll also get a few executives from some big companies that I can't announce yet. They're going to talk about their viewpoint, what they look for in filmmaking, and also including series, not just big films, not you know, features, but series as well. So there you go. I could go on and yap about it all day. I'm so excited about it. But let's get into drawing our cat here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You have any comments over there, Dustin?
No questions yet. Someone wrote, I forgot today was Friday. Lotharen Z says, greetings from a rainy, cold Stuttgart, Germany.
Oh. Rainy, huh? Well, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit here in sunny Florida. One of the reasons I still live in Florida.
And Hidden Tides Gaming from YouTube writes, the piece is coming along wonderfully.
Thank you. It sounded like the pizza's coming along wonderfully. Now I want pizza.
And Julia.
Hello, Julia.
On Facebook says, I don't see Topher Bancroft in the list.
Topher, we're working on Topher.
Topher's in the works. And Garrity RC on Facebook also says, oh my goodness, all those spots, hundreds of them. I must say that you have a great patience for inking them.
Oh, yes. It's fun. It's zen-like. You just get in there and you just relax.
You just like get in the zone, man.
You just get in the zone. That's just like your opinion, man.
And from YouTube, is that a photo from Dustin?
It is.
Yes. In fact, it is one of my photos from my reference pack that you can find on creatureartteacher.com. If you're interested in any what kind of work that I do, just check out my Instagram at Dustin_Blaze. And over there's all my personal keepers. But all of my reference packs that you can use for your own reference is on creatureartteacher.com.
Now, I don't think we have a slide for this unless Nick surprised me, and I didn't mention it to him, but I don't think we have a slide for this. But I want to mention a friend of mine, Jeremy Hoffman. If you guys, some of you might know who Jeremy Hoffman is. He's an amazing character designer, amazing artist, has some of the best sketchbooks I've ever seen in my life. He's from the Netherlands, and he sent me someone had made a snow bear in the town that he was in. And I don't know if they had seen the film or if it's just coincidence, but they had made a snow bear. And he sent Nick and I a photo of it. And we thought, you know what? That's really cool. There's snow all over the world right now. Snow Bear is out on YouTube. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. And we thought, you know what? Let's have everybody that's within earshot of me talking right now. If you live in an area that has snow, go on out and make your best snow bear. And take a photo of it, hashtag it snow bear. Right? Is that the right way to do it? Yeah, hashtag snow bear.
I believe so, yeah.
And we're going to pick our favorite one, and I'm going to send you an original drawing.
Isabella Vasquez on YouTube says hi from Kentucky.
Hello. Hi from Kentucky.
And Irish Potato says, drop by to say hi.
Hello, Irish Potato.
Top of the morning to you there, Irish Potato. Be sure to save a pint for me. How do you draw things you care about? It's like every time I care about something, I mess up.
That's because you care too much. No, it's you're too tense. No, just the more you do it, the better you get. That's all I can tell you.
Question: what the heck is that canvas size? Is that a sheet or a tablet on an angle?
No, this is a roll. This is actually a big roll of paper. I keep my cheap paper over on the right side. I have a big roll of brown paper, painter's paper. I buy it for $6 a roll at our local hardware store. And it's like 150 feet by 3 feet. And it's like construction paper. You just roll it out, and that's where I do a lot of my demos. It works great. And then on the top, I've got this really nice paper, which I dropped, and I've got dents in it here and there now. But I'm going to cut those out. But that one I pulled down.
Right now, so you can see.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Everything is all paper. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's all paper.
And there's more beyond up top there.
Yeah.
It's all rolled down, but
There.
yeah. So he would do a drawing like this, and once he's done with it and he's ready for a new one, he just unrolls that down, and then he just cuts the top end of it. And
Yep.
and just starts a new one. Hidden Tides Gaming on YouTube says, but the dents give it more character.
Yeah. I said a few swear words when I dropped it, that's for sure.
Allison Bumbleland on Twitch says, it's a beautiful piece, honestly.
Sure it's honest? You're not lying? Thank you.
I think Alice is also complimented on my on her Irish accent. Said great accent. I try.
Don't get them started. Hey, can you grab my my remote, because I'm getting a little toasty over here.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I got you.
Is this the one?
Yes, sir.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
This is my my air conditioner remote.
This looks good. I can't wait to see what it is. It's right there. Sir, if you could, just open your eyes just a little bit. Oh, that was good.
I love painting fur, drawing fur.
Neolfa on YouTube says, good job finishing Snow Bear, Aaron.
Well, thank you. I finished Snow Bear about a year and a half ago. And it's been a long promotional haul for the last year.
And I'm going to try my best to pronounce this. I do apologize if I butcher it, but on Facebook by Kripia, Alan Pizzorno says, congrats on the success of Snow Bear. Beautiful work. I watched it with my two daughters who loved it, and we watched it again. With my wife.
Oh, thank you. Well, they're voting to see if it gets nominated. The voting is happening on Monday. Well, it starts on Monday. It goes from the 12th to the 16th.
And Mr. Pizzorno says that he's watching from North Ogden.
North Ogden, Utah?
I believe so.
So once again, for those of you that are just joining us and didn't hear my long diatribe earlier, Nick and I are very excited. And we got also Chuck Williams. I forgot to mention Chuck Williams. I felt...
How could you forget?
I know, I've neglected that.
What's wrong with
We
you?
got a couple of things going on with Chuck. Chuck and I have worked together for 35 years, 36 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Chuck and I have worked together longer than Dustin's been alive.
That's crazy to think about.
Yes. And so we're doing a couple of different things. So the first thing is we're doing and I know we're kind of getting down to the wire, but I'm going to put it out there anyway. On January 22nd through the 26th, that's January 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, Chuck and I are teaching our story boot camp. So we're going to take in person, and the hotel is included. That's also at creatureartteacher.com/live. And we are going to take folks through our process on how we create films and stories and how we get them from concept to a pitchable state.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I definitely have a process in how I write and how we would create. And it's something that Chuck and I have kind of developed over the years. You know, Chuck produced Brother Bear while I co-directed it. And so we've definitely kind of worked out our processes. We went through the process together of learning how to write screenplays. And so I'm very excited about that. And then in May, Chuck is also because Chuck is also an amazing, not just a great writer, but he's a great producer. He's responsible for getting the Sonic film, the original Sonic film, off the ground. And so he's going to be one of our guest speakers at our May event, Animated, the Art of Bringing Stories to Life. He's going to be there for that as well.
A question from myself from Zero Connection on YouTube says, "Hey Dustin, what are your thoughts on buying second cameras on the website MPB? Would you recommend buying cameras secondhand?" I don't know much about the website MPB. I get my stuff from B&H, which they are from New York.
What about EMPs?
You mean M? But
That's what it sounds like. And then it's a big poof across the city.
When buying used cameras or just used gear in general, I see nothing wrong with that. In fact, one of my first high-level cameras that I got, the A9 Mark II, was used before I got it, and I got very lucky with that because
It was used after you got it as well.
oh yeah, of course, obviously. But no, it's good to find a good quality secondhand, because sometimes some people just they take really good care of their cameras, and then once a newer generation of that same camera comes around, they just trade in their old one for the new one. They could be taking really good care of their old one, and so you could be getting like close to new quality for a really good cheaper price. And also having an older generation camera is not bad either, because obviously when the new camera comes in, the older generation their prices go down too. So
My prices have gone down. I'm an older generation.
But
Shut up, Dad.
I'm trying to talk here. Yeah, so yeah, I'd say go for it. If you find one of a good price, as long as the reviews are good, go for it. Slime Beans on YouTube.
Hey, Slime Beans
has a special comment. Donation of $1.99.
Hey, right on.
What's the best type of animation paper?
Well, I don't know. I don't know brands of animation paper. I get my animation paper through Cartoon Supplies. I'm just not sure that they're continuing to do it. I get everything I get is 22-pound, 16 field paper. Now they sell several different sizes of that. I think it's the 12 by 17 paper, inches. And there we go. Sorry, I'm thinking. And so that's what I get. So I get 16 field. I think they're still continuing to make 12 field. I think Nick was telling me that, or somebody was saying that. I don't use 12 field as much. We used to use it when I first started. We used it a fair amount, especially on the Roger Rabbit shorts that we were working on. But don't really. After that, we never really used it again. When I'm sitting down working on 12 field paper, it's like I'm animating on a postage stamp. It feels small to me.
Where do we vote for Snow Bear?
If you're not an Academy member, then you can't vote for it. But I appreciate the offer. If you are an Academy member, it's in the Academy screening room. But I can't really push that, so I'm not pushing that. All of the nominees are in there, so there you go.
Isabella Vasquez on YouTube says that's one big kitty.
It is a big kitty.
That's a pretty big kitty you got there. Lots of spots. Very spotty.
Spot.
I think of buying Canon EOS 90D. Oh, okay. I've heard about those. No issues. That battery life is no longer optimal.
So today is our good friend Steve Coleman from CreatureArtTeacher.com, our colleague. It is his birthday today. And yesterday, January 8th, and somehow or another, I missed it in the first part of the day. I had it in my head the night before, and then I forgot. But it was Nick's birthday yesterday.
Hey, happy birthday, Nick, and happy birthday, Steve.
Yeah, they're little birthday twinsies.
Uh-oh. A couple of folks on YouTube are like, oh my God, Skronk. Nailed it.
So the big thing about these spots, one of the things I love about putting markings on animals is that those markings have the ability to show off the form of the animal that you're depicting. And so that's what you want to make sure you do when you're drawing these spots, is you don't want to draw them too flat. You want them to follow the form of the animal, of the cat. Stripes, obviously, on tigers work really well. But even these, you can see how the spots, the rosettes is what these are called on leopards. The rosettes kind of wrap around and they follow the form of the hip and the thigh and all of this, and the chest. And so it's a really great tool to make your drawing feel 3D, really.
Thomas Adele on YouTube says, no way, it's my birthday tomorrow.
Whoa.
Whoa. Happy early birthday. Forrest Lasac, I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologize, but on YouTube comment saying, my mom always confuses leopards or jaguars with cheetahs.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Someone came in the other day and said, "Nice cheetah." It's not a cheetah.
That's a nice cheetah you got there.
Cheetahs have spots. Leopards have rosettes.
But also,
And so do
leopards
jaguars. Jaguars are
bulkier than
really thickly built.
yeah. Cheetahs are like lean. They're
They're
skinny.
lean, mean running machines.
And also, leopards have like a really deep growl, while cheetahs actually don't really have a deep growl like the others. Yeah, they're just
They chirp.
yeah, they're chirpers.
So I don't have the knowledge as far as the paleontology knowledge. Anyway, that's human. But I'm just mumbling now. So leopards and jaguars are old world and new world, right? So jaguars are South American, leopards are African and Asia, Southwest Asia, going up into India and that area. So Africa, and I'm basically asking if somebody out there has the knowledge. So Africa and South America were once connected. Are jaguars and leopards distantly related? So I'm wondering, did jaguars become jaguars and leopards continue to become leopards after the two continents separated from one another? Does anybody know? I've often wondered that. I would imagine they had to have been. They'd have to have a common ancestor, right? They have to.
Possibly.
Well, all
somewhere.
cats have common ancestors, but I'm wondering if they're very closely related. If anyone knows that, I don't know that. I should know that, but I don't.
Believe it or not, cheetahs meow says Edwin Rodriguez on YouTube.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. They are supersized house cats that can run really, really fast. Will there be a narration by Morgan Freeman for your dad while he's drawing his stuff? I can't do a good Morgan Freeman. I wish I could, but... Now, if anything, it'd probably be either more Kronk or Arnold or Walken. Isabella says, one divine feline.
Did anybody answer my question regarding the jaguar and the leopards?
Not that I can see.
Not that I can see.
Not that I can see because I'm blind.
Everything is beautiful.
Leaves right and goes, wait, Dustin is Aaron's son? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah. He has
He's-
been for his
he's my
whole life,
dad.
actually.
Huh?
He has been for his whole life.
Yeah. For as long as I could remember.
Zen.
Kingdom
Spots.
Collie says, this is so satisfying to watch. My eyes just really appreciate the shape of a cat, like it scratches an itch. And I found this by watching The Lion King as a toddler.
Ah.
And Daniel Barrows says, you should draw a jaguar next. Their rosettes are stunning.
They are. The rosettes are the best. They're better than leopards. You know who's great at jaguars is my good buddy Manny Carrasco. If you don't follow Manny Carrasco, you should.
Jeb Whiskers on YouTube says, originally thought Dozen was just your assistant.
He's my ass assistant.
And I wish I could, Nova. I wish I could do Yzma's voice. Best I can do is pull the lever, crunk.
Why do we even have that lever?
Why do we even have that lever?
She's the best voice.
Oh yeah,
Eartha Kitt,
yes.
man.
They chose perfectly for that role.
Mark Dindal, the director, is a genius.
Oh, feel the power.
And a really super nice guy. So once again, I'm going to mention again because I know we have people that come and go.
Yep.
Use the slide. Go to the slide.
Yep. Which one?
The May 23rd, 23rd and 24th at the Wilshire Ebel Theater in Los Angeles. We are putting on a 2-day seminar in person. This is going to be huge. We've got an amazing lineup of guests coming in. And we are continuing to add to the guest list. So we'll be continuing to make more announcements. But we've got Byron Howard, the director of Zootopia and Zootopia 2 and Tangled. 2-time Oscar winner. He's coming in. We've got Ron and John, multiple Oscar winners there. Ron Clements and John Musker, directors of Moana, Princess and the Frog, Aladdin, Hercules, Treasure Planet, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin. I mean, they are the most prolific directors at Disney ever. I think they directed more films than Walt did. I could be wrong.
From his so there's an evil theater?
Yes. The Ebel Theater. It's evil.
Oh, it's evil.
We've got John Roche of Foley fame, the incredible Foley artist. I'll be speaking. Chuck Williams will be speaking. Our own Chuck Williams on story creation and producing. We've got Tom Bancroft and Tony Bancroft, who just created and released Light of the World, and they've got a lot of other projects that they're working on right now as well. And they'll be talking about, along with me, we have this experience now of having worked at Disney, but also have gone off and made our own independent films. And so I'm really excited to talk about the experiences of, going from making a film with a $90 million budget to making a film with no budget, because I've had experience doing both. And so we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about production. We have my good friend. I don't have permission to announce him yet, but we got some good folks in the wings.
It's going to be a huge deal, folks. Absolutely
We're getting all the deals inked, so to speak. It's
going to be the biggest deal in the entire
Well, I want this to be the animation event. That's our goal. Why not just shoot for the stars? You shoot for the stars, you might hit the moon. But in this case, I want the stars. So I want to create the biggest 2-day animation event out there. That's my goal. And I want people to not want to miss it. And I really want people to be excited. I want to give you your money's worth. The goal is to pull together some of the best industry people out there making animated films today and get them up on one stage over 2 days. And we're going to talk everything animation, including music, voice talent, effects animation, character animation, post-production, story, writing. We have writers coming in.
Lisa Vaughn comments, oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah.
And Pen Tab Graphite on YouTube has a question. If Bob Ross was still alive, rest in peace, would you invite him to draw paint on a live stream? I know you both love nature, animals, and art.
Of course I would. I love Bob Ross. Whoa, jeez.
Whew.
I think your intestines came out on that one.
I think they did.
Jesus.
Anyway. Sorry,
Okay,
continue.
yes, we all heard you, Dustin.
So you would invite him to...
Of course,
to
I love
stream?
Bob Ross. Bob Ross, one of the things I loved about Bob Ross is how he made creating art accessible to everybody. He inspired everyone. Whether or not you liked his art, didn't matter. He loved making the art, and a lot of people loved him making the art, and he was a wonderful soul. I loved his work. I loved him. He was amazing. I loved his spirit. He was putting beauty back in the world. That's what that man was doing.
But I always found it interesting how the types of tools he would use and what he would make with those tools.
Yeah.
Like he would like dry brush style with like a metal, what looks like a scraper.
Yeah.
Like that long
That's a
metal
palette
thing.
knife.
Huh?
It's a palette knife.
Yeah, palette knife. And he'd make mountains with it. Like,
Yeah.
huh? Then you would take a similar but smaller palette knife and start making trees with them. Like, how?
He's just a magician.
And he just dry brushes the side of what would be a mountain, and he just made snow-topped rocks.
Yeah.
It's like the detail I can do with simple strokes like that. It's just crazy.
I was just in New York on Tuesday evening. We were doing a screening of Snow Bear up there, so I went up for a Q&A. It was an 18-hour turnaround. I flew up and then flew home. I was gone less than 24 hours. But I got to see my old boss, my good friend and old boss, the guy that gave me my break to make Brother Bear, Tom Schumacher. He used to be the head of our division, feature animation. He was also the head of Disney Theatrical and Broadway. Really wonderful guy. And I hadn't seen him in 20 years, so it was really awesome to get to see him.
Butterscotch Teddy Bear on YouTube.
Butterscotch Teddy Bear.
Butterscotch Teddy Bear asks, who photographed the reference photo?
Now it'd be me.
That was
sir.
me. I did it.
You did it.
No, Dustin didn't do it. It was me.
Bull.
Now, Dustin, this is Dustin's photo.
Yep. And if you want to see more of my stuff, you can go to my Instagram at Dustin_Blaze. Or you can also get that very photo from the reference pack that is on creatureartteacher.com. It should be part of either the complete Africa bundle.
You okay?
Or or the Big Cats of Africa bundle. I think it's the number 2 of Big Cats.
Are you okay?
I think. I don't know. Am I okay? Do I sound okay?
How are we looking?
We're looking good.
I mean, move your head. I want to see what it looks like. Move your head. Oh, yeah.
It's looking pretty good there.
Spots full. You could probably truck in a little bit on that, I think. A touch. Just a touch.
Let me see if I can just heal up a tad.
Touch. I'm doing some detail-y work. Some detail-y work.
Some detail-y work.
Oh, I just cracked my sternum.
Just gonna move the image around a little bit, just so I can
good.
Good? That's good?
What's everyone else think? Is it okay that you don't see the head in there?
They were focused on the butt.
So this drawing will be for sale.
Someone on Twitch asks, should we count the spots?
Yes, start counting.
Hendrix thinks, I think 42. 42? Wild Lioness says, that's a gorgeous drawing. Keep up the good work.
Hey, thanks.
When you have some free time, are you interested in
Free
drawing...
time? What the heck is that?
I have no idea. I guess it's when you have time that is free. But are you interested in drawing stills based off of video games like Ratchet and Clank, Splatoon,
No.
Mario Bros? I don't think he knows half of those things,
No.
unfortunately.
That doesn't interest me. But doesn't mean it's not cool. It's just not in my wheelhouse. This is what I like to draw. I like to draw aminos. Aminos. My entire life, that's all I've ever drawn. Aminos.
Isabel Vasquez on YouTube writes, Junkie Getty. Beefy kitty. Alice Bumbleland says, still beautiful. I think 100. That's a lot of spots. On Twitch, how do you approach working on such a big paper without feeling overwhelmed by its sheer size?
Well, I've done this enough. I know if you start it the right way, you just start at the beginning and you work to the end. The hardest thing is the initial drawing. Drawing big, the hardest part of drawing big is keeping your proportions right. It's much easier to get your proportions all out of whack when you're drawing big because it's hard to see everything to scale. So you got to step back quite a bit. And so that's the biggest hurdle. Once you have your drawing down and everything's accurate, then it's really no different than doing anything else. You just got to take your time.
Pen Tab Graphite says, imagine if Bob Ross switched roles with Gordon Ramsay.
I can't see that.
I can't see Bob Ross being mean to anyone like a Hell's Kitchen situation. I can't see him being mean to anybody.
No,
and
not at
Gordon
all.
Ramsay, like if he was the one like presenting, like when I've seen his like YouTube stuff of him like teaching how to cook, and he is such a nice guy. Like he's only mean when the person he's being mean to deserves it. Like it's his way of what's the phrase, like humbling the person, or like basically dealing with somebody that has a high ego and just telling them, hey, you're not that great of a cook, and I'm showing you how to be better. That's basically what he's doing, but in his own aggressive way. But like with kids, or with people that want to learn, like he is the nicest guy. Like I actually think Bob and Gordon would get along so great.
I agree.
Hendrix Art says, Aaron Blaze is my first favorite art teacher and artist, and Bob Ross is my second.
Well, that's an honor.
That's a huge fail.
Thank you.
TD Malfa asks, didn't you do something in Heavy Metal magazine back in the day?
No.
Heavy Metal magazine?
No, that was Heavy Metal magazine's way before my time. I mean, I think, is it still being published? I don't think it's still being published, is it?
I have no idea.
But no, I've never done anything in Heavy Metal magazine. I have friends, my late friend Joe Galan, who just recently passed away, unfortunately. He actually worked on the movie Heavy Metal.
Yeah, more on Gordon Ramsay. Scribble Mouse mentions that there's a cooking show with Gordon Ramsay with kids, and he is really sweet with them. I've seen that. I've seen clips of that, and yeah, he is very sweet. And I've seen clips of like from Hell's Kitchen when like someone gets injured. He is the first one to get in there and help the person that's hurt. Question: if the magazine is titled Heavy Metal, does it weigh a lot?
Yeah. It's made out of lead.
Lead. Hendrix is wondering, can we still support the Kickstarter?
Yes. Yep. It's still, because it doesn't close until 2 weeks after it's closed. So I don't understand that logic, but I like it.
So Kickstarter is still technically open?
Yeah. Yeah, so I forgot to mention that, actually. I'm glad someone asked, because I completely forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
So if you're still interested in getting Snow Bear the card game and supporting hand-drawn animation and polar bears in their Arctic home, then head on over to Kickstarter, Snow Bear.
You're so used to saying creature art teacher.
Yeah.
Go over to creature. Go over to Kickstarter. Sound like
But it is going to be closing in the next the 28th. The campaign ended on the 28th, and the funds get distributed 2 weeks later. So whatever 2 weeks after the 28th is that the 12th? So Monday? I might not be doing the math right in my head.
Corvid says, can't afford the card game right now, but I've been sending the short film to anyone who will listen to me gap about it.
Thank you.
Well, hopefully you get to experience the card game at some point.
The card game's fun. Whenever my grandkids come over, we play it. Actually, I mean, we'll play it. You don't have to be kids to like it either. I mean, it's actually a pretty fun game.
Could Snow Bear have been done in Procreate Dreams?
Yeah, it could have been done in Procreate Dreams. I don't personally, if I have the ability to work on something bigger, I choose something bigger. That's why I like working on my big Wacom Cintiq. I have a 32-inch Cintiq.
And that's why you're drawn on to
Yeah, I don't like working. Yeah, exactly. Look how big I'm drawing. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, that's the only drawback for me working on an iPad is that it's so small. If Apple would come out with a bigger iPad, I'd probably use it more.
Did you cut your hair?
I did. Buzzed it.
Can you do ASMR at the same time that you're drawing, please?
Okay, you want me to talk like this?
Just put your mic right up against the pencil.
I'll make lots of saliva sounds.
No. Oh, I hate that. Anytime
Eating
I hear
sounds.
that, like I'd be going through like YouTube Shorts or TikToks or something, and all of a sudden, like I get some random ASMR, and I get that sound, like, oh no, just immediate skip. On actual icebergs in real life, could there be could they form an arch like the one seen in Snow Bear, or was it just from your imagination?
No, actually, I put that in there because I've seen them. I've seen them in person and in my studies, in my research. There's arched, because of the way the ice melts. There's arched icebergs all over the place. You get that a lot, actually. You get arches, if you look at like glaciers calving and things like that, they form arches all the time. That's a real common shape, actually.
TD Malfa says, still being published, and your art style reminds me of an artist from the HM magazine. Very organic, I guess. I just really like the style.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it was actually a follow-up question that I missed on Twitch earlier. I do apologize. Persistent. Persistent Spy Destroyer.
Was persistent being persistent?
Persistent Spy Destroyer is the full name. A follow-up question, if I may. You were using pencil for the sketch and then coming in with the Emoji pen for the
Correct.
fur spots,
Yes.
etc., right?
Yes.
Will you also do some highlights with a white jelly pen?
No, because the paper's already white. I might do some over the black, so you do have a point. Like for the whiskers, to paint the white back over the black areas, I've got some acrylic pens that I'll probably use for that, not the jelly rolls.
Mark Smith says, hello from Baltimore. I just saw Snow Bear and it was amazing.
Thank you.
Scribble Mouse Scribble says,
Scribble Mouse Scribble.
Scribble Mouse Scribbles. Snow Bear made me tear up and then all smiles.
Oh, good. Once again, I want to get a shirt. I want a shirt made that says, I'm in the business of making people cry. I want one even better. I'm in the business of making kids cry.
Oh. They just have a melting snowman. That's the image. I think if you just have the letters, that could be very bad. But I think if you have the image of like a melting snowman, melting snow bear, that would complete it, I think. I sent the film to my auntie and she loved it.
Oh, thank you.
Aaron, how do you have so much patience to draw so much spots?
I've raised 5 kids.
Oh, yeah, stepsisters, right?
Your stepsisters too, yeah.
Yeah.
I got my feet wet with you and your sister.
Feet
And
wet.
then yeah.
Bro,
And
you drowned with.
and then Vedanta and I got together and I started all over again. I love the process. Once again, going back to, I've gotten on this conversation about AI, and there'll be some Yahoo out there that'll watch me doing this, and they'll go, "Hey, I can do that in about 30 seconds." And I'll say, "Yeah, well, you don't get it, do you?" I love. It's not about using AI to create an image. When you're doing this, it's not about how fast you are. It's about making it yourself. It's about the zen of sitting here as an artist, the zen of art.
Making it yourself.
And making it yourself, making it your own. I love the process of creating images.
And
there's no way I'd want to give that to a machine.
There's a feeling of accomplishment.
Yes, there is.
Of any kind of building or any kind of thing. Like, I've been proud of building my own custom computer, from the ground up, literally. I've been proud of the movies I worked on back in the day. I've been proud of how my little figurines came out after I painted my little Warhammer characters. Anything that has to do with building or painting or drawing or just anything that has to do with using your hands for something, you just feel an accomplishment afterwards.
The grass is going to be fun to do. I like drawing and painting grass as well.
Mitnius says that's the difference between AI and human nature. Yes,
that's right.
It's the accomplishment.
Yeah, why would you want to give that to a machine?
Lazy.
And so, one person I got into a debate with, and I used the word debate loosely. It wasn't really a debate, but it was a young artist that just didn't get it, and they kept persisting that AI was better at it, and I kept persisting why, and they said, well, doing it this way, it takes too long. I said, why is that the bad thing? Where is there a deadline that it has to be done in a certain amount of time? It's the time that is the joy.
From Mrs. Sesame, one of my favorite Warhammer characters, and why are they Tyranids? They're not Tyranids. And originally, back in the day, I used to be all about the Ultramarines of the Space Marines. But nowadays,
nerd!
Actually,
Sorry.
Yes, I am a nerd. And just to finish off, I will say that I am I'm now a Salamanders fan. Don't forget about my nature photography. I haven't forgotten about my nature photography. Just wiki.
Just wiki.
Just wiki. Plastic Short says, hello, perfect timing for a stream. I'm working on my own stuff and I like the company.
Hey, how you doing, eh? Oh, I love it when I get to draw traditional.
Creating art is about the experience. AI can't have a real human experience. Therefore, it isn't art.
Well, think of it as another way, because I do get arguments from people saying, no, I'm an AI artist, and it takes, Well, think of it this way, and this is a great way I had it, someone was explaining it, and I'm stealing it. I really liked it. When you're an art director and you hire an illustrator, you tell that illustrator what it is that you're looking for in the illustration for this magazine article or whatever it is that you're doing. And the illustrator then goes and it creates the art. They create the art. Never have I ever worked with an art director, because I was an illustrator as well. Never have I worked with an art director that ever said, oh, I told the artist what to make and now I'm the artist. Never. Think of it that way. Now that's assuming you consider AI being art. I think AI creates interesting images, a lot of cool images, but it's all based on other people's work.
To and or either of us, do you have any lesser known or interesting facts about your favorite animals?
You got to be more specific. I mean, there's my favorite animals.
Lesser known facts about our favorite animals, like
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
facts that not normal folks would know about, like
I don't know. Ooh,
well, like one of my favorites would be elephants, and the fact that a lot of people don't know.
Not a lot
that-
of people know this.
Not a whole lot of people know this, but and depending on the area, you can see like either orange elephants or gray elephants, and the reason why you see them in
Different
these various
colors.
is because they're splashing mud on themselves, and the reason why they splash mud on themselves is to keep themselves cool because they have no pores. They can't sweat. And so they splash mud on themselves to
So
help.
they are the color of the dirt of the region that they live in.
Yes. And what looks like their ears are actually help disperse the heat.
Mm-hmm.
But even those flaps can only do so much, and so they splash the mud to help further with that. So when people think, "Oh, it's taking a mud bath," no, it's just cooling off.
Well, you know what else helps disperse the heat? You know why they're wrinkled?
Why is that
They're
why
wrinkled because it increases surface area.
Ah.
And extra surface area disperses more heat. So that's another reason why they're wrinkled.
Oh, there's another fact I didn't know.
Yeah.
Adding that to my repertoire. Thank you. Oh, also, owls. Fun thing about owls, they have the quietest flapping noise.
Like no flapping
No,
noise.
yeah, no noise whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like,
And another interesting one that I bet you didn't know. So they have some of the best hearing as well. It's why their faces are shaped like dishes, because
oh yeah,
that funnels the sound into their ears. Their ears are offset. Their ears aren't symmetrical.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
One is higher than the other, right?
Yeah. So that they can zero in on sound better like that.
And that's why they're able to turn like their head 180 in either direction, because so that way not only can they see easier in that direction, but also they can hear that way better, right?
Mm-hmm. I love owls' attitude. They're just chill. Whenever I see them out in the woods, they're just staring at me. They're just chill.
We've got a fresh newcomer asking, did you make a movie or TV show of cartoon in companies? Like, were you recently in like an animated company or anything?
Well, I was with Disney for 21 years. I was with Disney. I trained with Disney in 1988, and then I was hired by Disney as a permanent hire in 1989. Matter of fact, I just found Vedanta, my wife Vedanta, just found my my original name badge, my original pin from my Disney pin from 1989. And yeah, so I was with Disney for 21 years. I worked on The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Pocahontas, Mulan. I directed Brother Bear. I had a really great career at Disney. I loved it.
What type of paper would be good for working with ink like this?
Obviously, you want something that doesn't bleed. This is a nice, heavy kind of vellum. It's got a nice texture to it. It's not too slick.
So something that...
I think something with a little weight to it is good.
Yeah, something that's a little thick, but not too thick.
Like my head.
No, I'm like my head.
Yeah, you do have a big head.
I got a big noggin. My head is so big, like if I were to look for hats, it has to exclusively be an XL. If it's a L/XL, nope, it won't fit.
Your head is so big, if they made a movie about it, it would be Godzilla versus your head.
My head is so big, it has its own orbit. On YouTube, you're almost finished. You got this.
Well, that's just the cat. I still got to do the grasses.
The person that asked about the working in the companies, oh no, this is a different person. 21 years? That's a long time. At Disney.
It goes by in a flash. I was with Disney for 21 years. And but I've been animating for 36 years, 37 years.
Are you going to draw the background too, or are you just going to do the grass?
I'm going to do some of the grass, and I'm going to leave. I don't want to do a whole bunch behind him because it'll get too busy. I want all the busyness of the character of the animal to be the subject.
You want to keep that silhouette of the head.
Yep.
Time flies when you're having fun. It sure can.
So I haven't seen all the live action films yet this year that are up. I've seen Sinners. What else?
Sinners.
Train Dreams. Boy, I love Train Dreams.
Train Dreams?
Yeah, Train Dreams.
Train.
It is a beautiful film. I think you'd like it, Dustin. It's really well shot. I think at least it's going to get best cinematography.
Fascinating. And we did a little while ago see they do Avatar: Ash and Fire. That one was cool.
So let's talk about the live event again, the May live event. So for you newcomers coming in, we got a big announcement. We've been working on this for months. We're keeping it secret. But Nick and I finally are ready to announce on May 23rd and 24th at the Ebel Theater in Los Angeles, California. Nick and I are hosting Animated, the art of bringing stories to life. We have an amazing guest list coming in to speak, give demos, do panels. We have Byron Howard, the director of Zootopia 2 and Zootopia and Tangled. We've got Ron Clements and John Musker, the legendary Disney team, and they're Disney legends as well, officially, that created The Great Mouse Detective. They created The Little Mermaid. They created Aladdin. They did Hercules. They did Treasure Planet. They did Moana. They did Princess and the Frog. They have so many credits under their belt, and they've got some really great stuff they're going to be talking about. We got Tom Bancroft, Tony Bancroft, the twin duos that are coming in, and Tony was co-director of Mulan. Tom just finished directing Light of the World. He also was the creator of Mushu in Aladdin. And we've got some really wonderful people. We've got Chuck Williams, who's the producer that got Sonic the Hedgehog off the ground, a movie, the feature. He and I worked together for years and years. He produced Brother Bear. We worked together on that. And we're also going to be, I'll talk about our seminar, our boot camp coming up as well. But we've also got John Roche, who's a very well-known Foley artist that worked on E.T. and Back to the Future. And he did the Foley work for us on Brother Bear, and he also did the Foley work on Snow Bear for us. So we've kept our relationship up over the years. He's going to come in and talk about that. So the whole idea behind this 2-day seminar is to take young filmmakers and people that are interested and kind of take you through the process, the journey of what it takes to make animated content in this day and age. So we're going to be covering big films, big budgets, big studios, but also small budgets and small films and independents. So everything's going to be covered. No rock left unturned. So it's going to be an amazing event, and we've got a lot of people that are on our list that are going to be guests speaking, but we just can't announce them yet. So stay tuned for it. It's going to be an amazing weekend, and it's only in person. It's in person only. So if you can make it, you're going to love it. And if you're outside of Los Angeles, find a way to get there, because it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be huge, folks. McReaper on YouTube says, I accidentally ate my neighbor's minivan again. How do you eat a minivan?
He probably means ran into it.
Ah.
And then Chuck Williams and myself coming up on January 22nd through the 26th, which is right around the corner, we are hosting a 4-day boot camp on story, creating your own worlds. We're going to be doing visual development, writing your own stories, pitching, the whole deal, how to create a pitch, basically. And we're going to take you through the way we think about story construction, how we work through pitches, and it's going to be amazing.
That there is going to be a whole other story.
Yep. And that is going to be at the Doubletree Hotel at Universal Studios.
Is this acrylic ink you're currently using?
Nope. This is regular waterproof India ink in the Bimoji pen. And then as far as our seminar, our boot camp goes, breakfast and lunch is included every day. And then we have a big kind of celebratory dinner on the last evening. And it's right literally across the street from the entrance to Universal Studios. So when we do these boot camps, a lot of times the students will finish up for the day and then they'll head over to the park and have some fun. So if you can make it, I know it's kind of short notice. We're getting down to the wire. We've still got spots open. Hey, spots.
Roll Cassido's storyboards on YouTube. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Answers your earlier question about the jaguars and leopards, if they're closely related. Jaguars and leopards aren't each other's closest relatives. Recent genetic studies show leopards are more closely related to lions.
Interesting.
They look similar, convergent evolution due to similar spotted camouflage needs in forest habitats.
Yeah.
But their evolutionary paths diverged millions of years ago.
That's well, I figured that because they're on different continents. I was just wondering if maybe they were related back when the continents were connected. But I love convergent evolution. You know, like hyenas and dogs and Tasmanian wolves. You know, they all have very similar looking traits, but they're completely different animals, but they evolved with similar needs. It's very cool stuff. Hyenas are actually closer to cats than they are dogs, and they're actually even more closely related to mongoose than they are cats. Hyenas are an interesting animal because, I was a little kid, I always thought hyenas were a species of dog, but they're not.
Unfortunately, flying horses, Dad here was not part of 8 Crazy Nights.
What?
He was asking if you have any stories from your time working on 8 Crazy Nights, which is Adam Sandler.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah. I've had 8 crazy nights.
But not those 8 crazy nights.
No.
Princess and the Frog. Wasn't that Disney's final traditional animated film?
Yep.
Yeesh, unfortunately.
Yes, it was. Man, I'm getting so close to finishing this.
So when you watch animals and draw, it feels like a lot like a documentary. Also, have you heard of the PBS show Nature? I
Yes.
also watch it, and it helped me work on the attributes on most of my drawings.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Success.
Oh, success.
I'm getting there. I'm working it. Now this is the important period. So you know, so many people, you get to this point and you just go and you just fart it out. And it looks terrible. You don't want to rush. And people get excited because they get to the end here and they're like, "Oh, I'm so close," and they just try to hurry it up. Don't do that. Stop it.
Don't do it.
Don't look, Ethel. It was too late.
Yeah, she already been mooned. Don't look, Ethel. You mentioned you like drawing animals the most. Do you like drawing fantasy creatures like dragons or extinct species like dinosaurs?
Yeah, I like drawing. I like drawing any kind of creature, really. I love drawing existing creatures like this, but I love drawing, yeah, you know, mythical creatures, and I like creature creation.
In your life, what was the most difficult drawing that you drew in your life?
Oh, I don't know. Every drawing's hard. Art is hard.
I would say some of the oil paintings would take you like.
Yeah, but
Weeks
it's
or
not,
months.
you know, every drawing is difficult. I don't have any single drawing that's ever stood out in my mind as being the most difficult. I have a process, and as long as I follow that process, I get from point A to point B. Some are bigger, like this, other ones are small, but they all follow basically the same process. And you just take your time and you work through it. But that's taken me, you know, a full career to get to that point where, as long as I, you know, I trust the process. As long as I do this and I do this, I call it the math. You know, I talk about a thing called the math of story. You know, when you're writing a story, if you do this and this, then it adds up to this when you're constructing your story. And it's the same for art. You know, if you do this, this, and this, then it'll add up to this. And so you just kind of take your time.
Along with that question, my own, adding my own to it, but did you have a bit of a struggle time designing Raja? Would you say that one was one of your...
Yeah, but once again, it's all hard. Everything's a struggle. It's, you know, but you approach it with a certain way, and you'll get there. You just have to trust the process. Yeah, Raja, I was banging my head against the wall, but I knew eventually if I kept working the way that I was working, I'd eventually find it. And with Raja, it was interesting because I found that, you know, I was walking down the road. I've told that story 100 times about walking down the road and seeing that hood ornament on the Jaguar car. And that's the design that I was looking for, that sleek, strong kind of design. It was the inspiration behind what Raja actually ended up becoming. I didn't copy it, but it was the inspiration for sure.
What's your least favorite art medium?
My least favorite art medium,
Yep.
probably that I've worked in, I really struggle. I like it, but I really struggle with gouache.
Wash.
Yeah, because gouache dries so differently than when it's wet. I have a hard time getting my images to not look chalky and to have the proper value range that I intend, because it's so different when it's wet compared to when it's dry. And I haven't used it enough over the years to get a really great handle on it. So I want to use it more so that I can get a better handle on it.
Someone on YouTube is asking, when will Disney return to normal?
Return to normal? What are you talking
I
about?
don't know what you're talking about there, dude.
What's normal?
What define normal? What material? Actually, I like this question. What material are the maquettes you own made of? Are they durable?
Yeah, they're durable. They're cast resin, so
Cast
they're not. They're cast from Sculpey. Most of them were done with Sculpey, and then they made molds from them, and then they cast those cast those in resin.
You probably already mentioned it. I'm sorry if you did, but what type of marker/pen is that you're using?
This is a Bimoji medium bristle brush pen.
Luwak White Coffee on Twitch says you could never get the hang of drawing the spots on jaguars. Yet, at first glance, they seem random. But once you realize it's like a controlled spread, you realize there's a lot of planning involved to drawing jaguars.
There is, and leopards.
And leopards.
Yep. There is a method to the madness. That randomness is not so random. Sort of like human fingerprints, right? So, human fingerprints work in certain patterns, but there's no two alike.
What is your best advice to finish a big project with lots of parts to it? Like how to prioritize the work?
You've got to take off little bites. The analogy I always make is, there's an old saying, not that I eat elephants, but an elephant is a huge thing. How do you eat an elephant? Well, you do it one bite at a time. And what that means is you got to do little bites. You got to do little pieces at a time. Be aware of the big picture, but work at it one little piece at a time and plan it out.
Do you ever feel exhausted by drawing and animating?
Of course. Yeah, we all, if you're really giving it 100%, the biggest thing obviously is you're using your brain a lot. And your brain is like a muscle, and you can get tired.
What inspired you to make Brother Bear?
Originally, I wanted to draw bears. That's literally what it was.
That's all there.
Yeah, when I heard about the project, there was no one attached to it at the time. No, they had started working on it, and then it just kind of fizzled out, so it was just kind of sitting on the shelf. And then I found out that there's this story about these bears, and I just thought, ooh, I want to animate bears. And that's that was it. That's what attracted me to it. But then I was given the opportunity to actually create it and direct it. So then I really kind of started putting myself into it, and I wanted it naturalistic. Chuck Williams came on very early on, and he and I started talking about it. I've always been a big fan of Native American myths and legends, and we wanted a North American story. And so I spent almost a year just studying native cultures and native stories, so that we could create our own story that had the same flavor. And so that was the original kind of inspiration behind it. And then I remember Chuck and I were just talking about this the other day. He and I were talking about stories that inspired us, and songs, even dreams, anything that kind of sticks in your brain. And we were talking about Harry Chapin, famous song, Cats in the Cradle. Cats in the cradle in the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. You know that song? When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. That song. So it's a tragic song about a father who didn't spend enough time with his son, and his son grew up and didn't have enough time for him. And he realized my boy was just like me. So we thought, man, that's a really kind of emotional, tragic story. And that became the inspiration behind our first version of Brother Bear. It was based on this inspired the way we felt about listening to Harry Chapin's Cats in the Cradle. And so the first version, Chuck went and he wrote it in one night. And I remember he and I talking about it quite a bit. And he wrote this story called Shadow Bear. And we kind of massaged it and worked it all out. And that's the story that we presented to my good friend Tom Schumacher, who I just saw up in New York. And we presented that to him, and that's the one that they bought off on. And ultimately, that one-page story, or page and a half, or whatever it was, that over 6 years became Brother Bear. Turned into a brother story. It evolved and morphed and changed and moved laterally and got better and sometimes got worse. And but eventually we got there.
Have you ever had a rough time through your art career, and how did you keep going?
Yeah, I had horribly rough times. You know, when Dustin's mother, my wife, when she passed away, we were married for 20 years. And when we lost her to cancer, I didn't even want to live anymore. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want the sun to rise. And but you push through. You know, when you get in that state, you go, I just need to make it 5 more minutes. And then you get to where, like, if I can just get through the next hour. And then you get to where, you know, if I can just get through the next day. And eventually, you start making it. And one of the things that got me through it was getting back to my art. Being able to create Snow Bear was a big one. Snow Bear is a big reflection of that experience. It's that loss and the loneliness and the directionlessness that you feel afterwards. And so being able to take that experience and kind of metaphorically pull it together into this story about Snow Bear helped a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, years go by and you're doing okay. And then I met Vedanta I met her 8 years ago. And, someone comes into your life when you least expect it. And that became the ending of Snow Bear. Hey, look at that.
Have you done rabbits too?
Have I done what?
Have you done rabbits too, like drawn rabbits?
Oh, yeah, I've drawn rabbits. That's a rabbit. Hey, rabbit. I've actually got a rabbit. Her name is Bob. And every morning I see her, I go, hey, rabbit.
Hey, rabbit. Be very, very quiet. Yeah, I tend to do some of the Looney Tunes as well. Bugs, Daffy, and Elmer are probably my top 3.
Hey, look at that. So I got a full leopard.
And also, Dispel Logic, I do like that you added that comment in there. Some lyrics from Cinderella. Dream is a wish your heart makes. Good song. Haven't heard it in a while. Are you going to paint the leopard?
Yes. Probably throw a little watercolor wash over it. But I want to...
The rabbit would respond with, what's up, Doc? I can picture Bob doing that.
Yeah. So the reason she's named Bob, well, first of all, we thought she was a boy at first. But rabbits don't say a lot. And my late directing partner and brother from another mother, my good friend Bob Walker, He was such a great person. I miss him so much. But we always used to joke that he had 800 words a week because that's all he never spoke. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to name the rabbit Bob because he doesn't speak. And then we found out that he's a she.
I went, well, that idea went out the window.
I like it even better. Her name is Bob.
Her name is Bob. Like the Titan AE reference, Planet Bob is short, hard to misspell, easy to pronounce. You can't name a planet Bob.
It's like naming a dog Kevin.
Name a ball Wilson. Wilson, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That was a good Tom Hanks, actually.
Wilson. Curious question for Aaron. Have you seen any of Vivziopop's stuff, like Has Been Hotel, Zoophobia, or Hell of the Boss?
No. I know I should.
Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss are currently.
Is Has Been the Hotel the ghost one?
It's the Hellscape one that recently came on Amazon Prime. It was originally just on YouTube for the there was a.
There's like all these ghosts that it's kind of a comedy.
No, it's not. It's not ghosts. It's all these demonic creatures down hell and.
Oh, it's not. No, I
It
haven't
Has
seen
Been is it's about this this lady who is basically Lucifer's daughter,
that.
and she believes that demons can be saved and be sent to heaven. And so she turns her hotel into kind of a rehab place where demons can learn to be better. And it's just a whole bunch of mismatch because hell is just where all kinds of hell happens, and so a whole bunch of craziness happens all around her. And the series is turned to like basically a musical series too, with a lot of singing and dancing, along with
like they have.
along with killing and some some minor sexual content here and there, but. But I've seen the pilot for that, and I watched Hell of a Boss back when that series is on YouTube, and I absolutely love that stuff. So I enjoy that kind of stuff. Was Brother Bear originally going to have a villain?
No. Brother Bear from the beginning. A lot of my stories don't have villains in them. The villain is the main character. It's them getting over themselves in some form or another.
It's very much that Hayao Miyazaki style.
That's the kind of story I like to tell. It's the protagonist against themselves.
Yeah, that's a much better description than what I said, Jeb Whiskers, about Has Been Hotel. It's a good show. Very profane, but pretty good. That's what Jeb Whiskers comments.
Yeah.
And season 2 wasn't the best, but it has its moments. I still need to watch the first season. I unfortunately have had to cancel just about all of my subscriptions, so I don't have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Disney Plus, any of those. I only have subscriptions for my Spotify and YouTube. That's it. Are you planning some trips to Europe?
Yes, but not immediately.
Have you seen Prehistoric Planet Ice Age?
Yes, and I dig it.
Oh, there's an Ice Age Prehistoric Planet?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did it just recently come out?
Fairly recently. I wouldn't say super recently, but it's, yeah, in the last year.
I definitely need to go. I need to watch that. I'm assuming it's still on just Apple
Yes.
Plus, or Apple TV, whatever they call it.
Yeah. I like most of it.
You like the what?
I said I like most of it.
Most of it?
Yeah. So what I
I
want
thought you
to
were
do
saying
now?
I like motion of it. I'm like, motion of what?
Oh, most of it.
Have you seen Arcane?
Yes.
Yes, I watched both seasons. Did you? You only watched the first season, right?
So this is a little bit whiter than the paper, but I'm going to...
Randall is leaving, saying, I gotta head out now. Catch you all later. Thanks for streaming as always, Aaron and crew.
See you, Randall.
See you, Randall. Have a nice day. Yes, Arcane is really good. Dispel Logic. I absolutely loved the style and just the quality of animation, and just the action sequences were just so good.
So good.
So good.
So good.
And also the voice acting. Just everything about it was just fan-freaking-tastic.
Okay, so here we go. I got to do this. See, I'm just diving right in. I don't care. I'm not as scared.
You're drawing off me, so I'm going to move. Actually, are you drawing the whiskeys?
Drawing the whiskeys.
All right, then let me. I'm gonna. Sorry, folks, for making it look. I'm just trying to
Zooming in.
zoom in, trying to give the zoomies, but the way I need to zoom is a little on the unorthodox side, but let's see. Transform. I wonder if there was like a dedicated like zooming tool. Yeah, it's a little on the slightly pixelated, but I think folks will be able to see those whiskers
Oh, yeah.
better. John writes, whiskers, perfect tickling devices. Have you ever ruined a piece after working on it for hours?
Oh, yeah. I've had pets do it. A cat.
One time with a
A
cat.
cat dropped a big turd on one of my drawings.
I smell poop.
And then we weren't saying poop.
It's just dad didn't think dad thought it was in my head. He was like, I don't smell. I'm like, no, I smell poop. And all of a sudden he gets up and he's like, oh yeah, I can smell it. And I check the ground and I go, I can't smell it down here, Dad. I immediately see Dad's face change. Oh no. When he goes up, he checks like the top shelves.
I had a charcoal drawing up on the top shelf, and the cat had gotten up there.
It just left a giant turd right in the center of the drawing. Like, oh,
Charcoal drawing.
God. Just,
It was funny.
This Logic comments, "No, cat, no." Yep.
I wanted to do what my father always said. I wanted to give the cat flying lessons.
Go a trip to the moon.
Yeah.
I smell poop. Cats just don't respect your space sometimes, do they?
No.
No, they do not. I remember my cat rolling in a dry pastel piece I did, and she was white, turned rainbow right away.
Oh.
Dang.
Damn you, cat.
Damn you, cat. Were you able to save the drawing?
No.
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 It smelled like crap.
It had a big wet turd on it.
It was not dry at all.
No, it was not.
No. It was so fresh.
It was so fresh.
So fresh. Yeah, there was no recovering from it. And even if you could like save the graphite or anything like that, the customer would still be like, "You can smell it. You can smell it." Put the cat dirt drawing in the gallery. Say it's symbolic, says
Yeah.
Kamojo. Pikachu Choo on YouTube says, "I guess we know how the cat felt about the art piece."
Yeah, well, I had forgotten to change her litter box. So that was her way of telling me, hey, jerk.
Well, also the cat was an outdoor cat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like the cat didn't like.
Oh, that's
being-
what it, no, that's what it was. You're right.
The
Because
cat didn't like being indoors. And
we
so-
brought her in because of a storm.
Right.
And she's like, well, here you go.
And we went, well, kick her out the door. There you go. Can you do a speed run drawing challenge? I don't know if that you could. What do you think?
Speed run drawing challenge?
Yeah, try to finish the drawing as fast as you can.
This
No, not
one?
that, but like
No, I was going to say no.
no, but like just in future reference. Oh, you're drawing on the tail now.
Well, I'm just kind of, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place.
It's been showing the head the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just gonna go back to fit the screen.
Yeah.
Now that you're going all about. So
I'm gonna,
How long were you drawing on the tail? I was focusing on the comments.
that's my fault. It's okay.
What the heck, Dad? Sometimes I feel like Indy from Last Crusade. Come on, Dad. Junior.
Junior?
Oh, thank God. It's a fake. She could tell from the cross section.
That's funny.
Dad, do they hit us? More or less.
The entire tail's all shredded.
He's the one that shot it.
Yeah.
Are we hit? Sean, I'm sorry. They got us.
Whoops. Doggone it. I just made a mess.
We've got comments saying that I love this drawing.
Oh, thank you.
Just logic. These two quote Sean. Of course, we love Sean Connery. No, just logic also says Indiana Jones now playing in the brain. Nick has perfect description of cats versus dogs. Cats will 100% take revenge for perceived slights. A dog accepts you as in charge and a cat needs to see your resume.
Yeah. Speaking of Nick,
Dogs.
Let's go on over to the May seminar again.
One more thing. Rambling Court Jester says, dogs prepare you for kids, but cats prepare you for teenagers.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so
back to we are in May 23rd and 24th at the Ebel Theater in Los Angeles. Nick and I are hosting Animated, the Art of Bringing Stories to Life. We've got an incredible lineup of filmmakers that will be coming in, and it's going to be a full weekend of talking about animated filmmaking from concept all the way to distribution. So we've got some incredible guests lined up as speakers, and very excited about it. You can go on over to creatureartteacher.com/live, and you can get more information there. It's going to be an amazing event.
it's going to be fantastic.
Fantastic.
Someone's asking me, is there a movie you remember the most quotes from? Oh, boy.
Did you run the slide when I was saying that?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yes, I was. I'm good. You're good. We're good. We're both good.
Yeah, we're both good.
I'm good. You're good. We're all good. But gosh. There's quite a few movies that I can remember. Like, even after watching just once, I can remember a lot of quotes quite easily. But I have to say the one that I probably quote a lot from is Brother Bear,
Oh, yeah.
especially with
You
the moose. How's it going, Bear?
Can't believe you totaled a mammoth, eh?
He was in my blind spot. I spy something green. Tree? I spy a vertical log. Tree. And the one quote I recite a lot, especially when someone's mentioning, like when one of my friends is showing something off or something, I just go, "It is quite nice." They're quite nice. You don't think they'll follow those? Mr. Aaron, do you listen to music sometimes? And if so, do you have any favorite genres?
Yes, I'd listen to a lot of music.
Especially like blues.
Yeah, I like blues.
Jazz.
I like 70s. I like chill out,
yep.
electronic.
Yes.
This paper is just off-white enough that this marker, the acrylic markers show up. Can you see it on there? The white marker?
A little. I mean, you can see the dark that's in front of the.
Because it really shows up. You can see the white grasses, and it's. I'm really happy with the tone of this paper.
Yeah, you can see the white a little bit down below. I think. This might have got knocked by.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Did I do that? Did I do that?
Did I do that?
That's a call to the past.
A verbal show.
Did I do that?
Aaron, what do you think of the work they did in Spirit Stallion of the Sumerian?
It's genius.
Sumerian?
It's genius.
It gave me my obsession with drawing horses.
Yeah, that's James Baxter at his finest. Hey, look at that. Potential spam's calling me.
Oh, great. And Spirit was also narrated by Matt Damon. He did a great job in that too.
Yeah.
But ever since that movie, Team America, every time
You can't say Matt
think of
Damon
Matt
without
Damon.
saying Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. I love the guy that I love his work. I love his films. But every time I see him, I just have to do it. Matt Damon. You also know potential spam? Oh yes, we get them out of the time.
I was getting spam calls when we were out on the tundra up in Canada. I literally was.
Like clearly they won't find me out here.
Oh, they
But
found
let
me.
tell you my stuff. Sorry this has been asked before, but I'm just curious. If you are allowed to draw your own Disney character creations in front of us with... or if you were able to draw a Disney character, which one would you want to draw?
Oh, I do a lot of like Nala and Raja and the Beast.
Basically your own characters, right?
Yeah. Well, the Beast wasn't my own,
Well,
but I
you
animated the
helped with
Beast.
that one.
Yeah.
That was Glenn's guy.
Yep. Yeah.
Can you do a watercolor wash over this drawing?
I'm going to. Not today. I'm getting drawn out.
Drawn out. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Disbalogic. Every time I hear gosh, I just think, gosh.
Gosh.
Playing Dynamite. But Disbalogic here writes, gosh. Beast was really a once-in-a-lifetime marvel for creating a unique design.
The Beast?
The Beast, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the one from Beauty and the Beast?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It's fan-freaking-tastic.
Glenn made an offer he couldn't refuse.
So how does the character thing work? This person's question, I think that's the base of what this person's question is, because the question reads out, do you have to pitch a version of the character and they choose from different artists, or is the artist determined at hiring stage?
The artist is cast like actors are cast. So we used to do what's called baseball trading.
Baseball trading.
Yeah, we called it baseball trading at the end of at the beginning of a film. So the directors would get together and they would look at all the available animators, and there's other projects that needed animators as well, and so you go through the list of animators and you know what roles you have in your film, or the directors know, and all the animators have a reputation for being good at this or that or whatever, and so they get cast to play those roles. And so then once an animator is cast in a role, and then back in the 2D days anyway, then it was up to them to also, if they were the supervisor, then it was up to them to design the character as well. And so usually, like when I had a character to design, I would read the script and get a sense of who that character is, and then you start drawing and you spend a couple of months working it all out. And then that supervisor, depending on how big the role is, if they need other animators to help them finish it, then they go through and they pick their animators as well.
Oh, I'm talking to the wrong person.
You mumbling?
Someone's asking, somebody asked, the guy who's talking, what's your YouTube? I think he's referring to me because he's already on your YouTube. But my YouTube is just Dustin Blaze. Easy. Can you draw a superhero?
I don't do a lot of superheroes, but I have. In my dynamic lighting course, I hit some superheroes. Kind of jumping around now. Can you move for a second? I just want to see what it looks like, so I can, looking at it from a distance. It looks like this pot right here, looks like it's coming off the ground, right? I'm trying to put the leaves and the grasses kind of down below it, so it looks like it's coming in and kind of planting. It's not actually touching the ground.
What company do you recommend to start your own show or movie?
What company?
Yeah, what company?
I don't have a company to recommend. I don't know. There's a lot of great companies.
Start small and work your way up.
Yeah. I would recommend doing your own.
Probably YouTube.
I made my own company and then we made our own film. That was a great experience.
Travis Mayer says, can't go to the master class, sadly, as fun as and educational as it sounds. That's sad to hear. Rambling Court Jester says, out of all the Disney Tigers, Raja was, well, still is, one of my favorites. I loved it, and when he had a piece of clothing in his mouth after making a prince leave the area.
Well, it's funny because I've got those drawings in my collection.
Nice. At what point in time did you really notice your art really begin to get good?
I would say in high school, I started really kind of getting a good sense of, that's when I started selling my work. When I was about 15, 16 years old, I started selling it.
Kingdom Collie says, I'm working hard to get a new career to hopefully be able to afford the Florida art camp. Are you doing that again this year?
Yeah, we're going to be doing several. So right now we've got one on January 22nd through the 26th. We're teaching story, but we'll also be doing more in the coming year on watercolor. I'll be doing other traditional mediums. And then we'll also be doing more animation boot camps as well.
From Facebook, Aaron Dustin, what kind of books do you like to read?
I like sci-fi and fantasy.
I personally like either graphic novels, comic books, or novels that are based on video games or movies that I've played or watched in the past. Especially like novels from like the Halo franchise. I always enjoyed.
I got to say though, I haven't actually read a book cover to cover in a few years. It's been, I'm ashamed to say, it's been a long time.
Same.
Probably 3 years since I've read a book cover to cover. And sadly now it's getting to the point where I'm just reading. The only time, now granted I'm on an airplane a lot, but really the only time I'm reading is when I'm on an airplane. Otherwise I'm working.
Yeah, I haven't done.
And when I go to bed, I just go to bed.
I haven't read a novel from cover to cover like almost double that.
Yeah, because I used to do all my reading in bed. So I'd go to bed at night and then I'd read. I'd get through a book every, I don't know, a month or so, every couple of months, and but I just don't do it as much anymore.
And I tend to watch. Yeah, I just tend to watch like TikToks or YouTube shorts while I'm in bed. Even like when I wake up, I tend to lay in bed a little bit and watch some of that stuff just to wake myself up a little bit more. But when I'm on a plane, instead of reading a book or anything, I would watch a movie off of my phone.
Yeah.
Or I play on my Switch. Which, likely if there's anyone wondering, I have the first Switch. I don't have the second Switch. I don't plan on getting the second one. Creative Matthew says, "Hi, Dust Butt, AA Ron, and Nick."
Hey.
Dispologic says, "I usually have something playing when I work. Usually things I know by heart because it adds some rhythm and alertness while drawing." I've done that too. Like I've had it where like I'd be working in the background instead of music, which sometimes makes me a little bit sleepy depending on what I'm doing. A lot of times I do tend to have a movie or a show playing in the background because there's something about like a movie or a show that kind of turns on that like brain projector. It's like you can imagine like how the scene is going through your head while working at the same time, and somehow that projection in the head makes me feel more awake than listening to music and trying to do the same thing. Is that weird?
No, it's truthful. I mean, you're weird, but that's...
May I ask what kind of pen you are using?
A white one.
White.
No, this is a artistro.
Artistro.
And the black pen is a Bimoji. Medium bristle.
Can you see the final outcome of a piece in your mind, or is it final product as a prize for you?
No, I see it in my head. I know what I'm going for. I definitely see it in my head.
You can definitely see it in your head. Oh, like I did a little bit of
I don't
art
have
talking
that
there.
aphantasia or whatever it is. Is that what it is? Aphantasia when you can't picture it?
Huh?
That, I don't know. I'm just mumbling.
Oh,
Mumbler.
sure. Blame the bad. What the heck? We're easy targets.
I miss Robin Williams.
Well, the one I did was not Robin Williams, but yeah.
Wasn't that Robin Williams?
No.
Oh, I thought.
Art Talk in Anastasia was. Yeah, that was the bet that I was doing. You were you were thinking of bats from Gully. That was Robin Williams.
Oh.
But Anastasia, that was what's his name? He was the cameraman in the 2000s Godzilla. He's also voiced like
Hank Azaria, Frank Azaria,
Huh?
Frank Azaria.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he voices Bartok. The bat.
Hank Azaria.
And Dispologic was saying, yes, it is. It's Alphantasia, from what you were saying.
Yeah. I do not have that.
What is the actual size of the piece you're working on?
Big.
Yes.
It's, what is it, 48 inches wide, and I don't have a height yet because I haven't cut it. And I'm going to trim it because I've got some damage on it.
Yeah, so it's Hank Azaria, that
Yeah.
was Bartok.
Yep.
Hank Azaria. Yep.
Hank Azaria.
You're on your own, sir. This could only end in tears. But the one line I always say, because I just find it so funny. Oh, sure, blame the bat. What the heck? We're easy targets.
You sound like your Uncle Dale doing Michigan.
Yeah, I miss him, but yeah, I hear that.
Your mother used to do it too.
What's your opinion for all dogs go to heaven?
It's wonderful.
Loved it.
Loved it.
The ending is even sadder when you know the story behind that.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like when you know the story behind that, then you can't watch it the same again, and it just hits you like a truck.
You talking about the little girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. How on earth did they animate the spots in 101 Dalmatians? Magic.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on sea shanties?
Sea shanties?
Sea shanties, you know, songs that'd be sung while out in sea.
Oh, they're awesome. Can you see the white pen?
A little bit, not a whole lot. I wonder if I can.
If you adjust the aperture, maybe.
It's not the aperture; it's just the exposure.
Okay. It's one of the triangle.
That's just the overall exposure.
Yeah, you can start to see it better now. Did you
I
just
haven't
get?
even adjusted.
Oh,
it
because
yet.
I can see it from here. I haven't even done anything, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
I haven't even touched it. Thanks, Dad. Thank you.
Name that movie.
Klaus.
I know you know it.
Thanks, Dad.
Is that any better? I just darkened it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot better. Yeah, drawing the grass is fun. See, once again, why would I give this to AI?
So, I think I also increased the contrast just a bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just making random stuff up.
There.
Yeah, everyone was going, Klaus, it's Klaus, Klaus. My favorite bit still has to be when
The head.
yes, when
I'm
he
carrying a
meets-
head,
meets-
aren't I?
It's got to be a head. I'm literally, I'm holding a head, and he's trying to shove this unknown package into the small mailbox.
That was the best casting.
Oh yeah. No, but my other favorite that has to that's my favorite vocal bit, but my favorite animation expression bit has to be when Klaus and Mailman are being chased, and they go off the jump, and the little kid for slow mo sees the reindeer and the sleigh flying.
Oh yeah.
You see the face like. How's that look to you?
Yeah, it looks all right.
There's only so much I can do.
No, I'm just looking at the drawing. I just
Oh,
want to see if it's done. I've got to add the watercolor, but I want to see it shrunk up. Yeah, that feels pretty good.
Yeah, it was basically the night when the myth of the flying reindeer became born, and that first kid, the look on his face just makes me laugh every time.
Yeah. All right. All right.
All right,
All right. I think I'm there.
think you're there?
Yeah, I want to clean it up a little bit.
Are we going to paint it, or
No, I'm not going to paint it right now.
you think? But you think there's going to be one more thing?
No,
No, one more thing. You sure?
just other than the erasing it. I'm erasing.
I don't know if that would count as a one more thing because that's pre-planned. I think.
Exactly. I got some dirt. Just want to clean up some of these pencil lines.
Logic says, I love how Klaus has become the new Xmas classic to watch during the season.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
Thank you, Sergio Pablos.
Yes. Yeah, just in general, just the the art style, I absolutely love.
It's insane.
It's crazy. The lighting is what drew me in the most because I'm so used to like flat lighting from like the cell, like from back in the times of like the cell animations with like
Yeah.
with like the classic Disney films.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Like what I did.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, like with Brother Bear, like there was some lighting, but
No, I'm
it
talking
wasn't
about
at
like
the
Snow Bear.
level. But it wasn't at the
No, of course not.
and also you can tell like what's background and what's foreground, like who the character is or what the background is. So like when you like say a character is trying to hide in the background, you can clearly see like, oh, he's right there because he's more gray than the black background is if he's trying to hide in the shadows.
Yeah.
But with Klaus, like they can merge that so beautifully together, and also just the lighting, the way they do the shadows, it feels 3D, it feels CG, but it's not. It's hand drawn. It's like holy cow.
Definitely felt three-dimensional.
Yeah, and as I said before, like the way the characters blended with the environments is what blew me away the most because they matched in lighting.
Yeah, I know. It was incredible. Very good. Very cool. All right, I'm done.
You're done?
I am done for today.
No more.
So
no
once
one more
again,
thing?
I want to show the May event one more time. So this is our big push, you guys. This is our huge announcement. We are so excited about our May 23rd and 24th at the Ebel Theater in Los Angeles. Nick and I are hosting Animated, the art of bringing stories to life. And we have an incredible guest list. We've got Byron Howard, Ron Clements, John Musker, Tom Bancroft, Tony Bancroft, John Roche, Chuck Williams, myself, and many more that are going to be coming that we haven't announced yet.
And many more.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. Super excited. And yeah, try to get there because it's going to be an amazing event. If you're interested in animated filmmaking, there's going to be something there for you, for sure. This will be, these are the people that shaped films for the last 40 years.
It's
so,
insane.
it really is insane. So, check it out. And you can go to creatureartteacher.com/live and you can get all the information there. Then also if you have the ability, Chuck and I are hosting our story boot camp January 22nd through the 26th right here in Orlando. And there's still spots available there. So if you, and once again, go to creatureartteacher.com/live and you can find out more information. So thanks a lot, you guys. Hey, we got a leopard drawn. Nice, big, giant leopard. Look at that. I love it. So thanks for hanging out today. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Go on out there, put some beauty back in the world, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.
Cowboy Bebop.